Alright, how's it going? I watched The Thing not too long ago, the John Carpenter movie from 1982, I believe. It's awesome. Kurt Russell's in it. It feels like one of the, well, first off, it's one of the most popular horror movies of all time. I think I really like it. I like it more than I did the first time, when I liked it, but I think I appreciated it more now. I think it has among the best practical effects in a movie ever, like in terms, especially like gore and just real stuff that's just crazy weird. It's like, yeah, just crazy stuff that you see, but it's all real. It's all physically there and looks very cool, looks very impressive. And yeah, this is from 82. I just don't think anything has been done to that extent. There's a remake, I think, from 2011 or something, which I've seen parts of online. I don't like it at all. It looks terrible. It's just CGI. Doesn't look real at all. That's the thing. If you have practical effects, you can tell it's really there. Even if part of your mind can also tell it's just, they just set things up and, but it's more exciting, I think. So I guess the movies are very much a suspense. It takes its time. I really like the music. I think Ennio Morricone did it, I think. John Carpenter may have been involved as well. It's like boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Just it takes its time, and then just sort of these synthesized chords that are just kind of hopeless or dark or sad or something. But it's cool. It's just ominous. One really interesting thing about this movie is there are no women at all. It's 100% male. I think that's very cool, very interesting because, I think 12 Angry Men's a bit similar. But most movies have men and women in it, and they're probably male-dominated, but that's another thing. But it's because when I watched the movie, I didn't even notice. But what it does is it means the movie's more focused. There's no semblance of a romantic relationship or any kind of distraction like that. There's no damsel in distress. These are all men that are up against some kind of monster. So you don't have time to, I don't know, it just means the movie's more focused. I think it's a really good choice. Intelligent, and again, I didn't even notice. It meant that I was focused on pure survival. There was nothing else to think about. So one thing I really like is the concept is just cool. This alien, first off they find, there's like a helicopter comes, and then there's like a dog, and they're trying to shoot it, and I think they speak in Dutch or some other language, and I think or Swedish, I think it translates to stay away from that thing, it's not real, it's not a real dog or something like that. And then of course I feel like the reactions made sense. The guys, they shoot back basically because the guy was shooting at them, but you can understand the desperation to shoot this dog, and of course they just think that crazy people trying to shoot the dog, why are they doing that? But just this idea of this shape-shifting thing that could just hide itself and then spread. And then of course a lot of the suspense is like, how do you know that I'm B? How do we know that you're all who you say you are? You might have changed. You might be the monster. And that's a terrifying concept. But then it's cool. So I like the sound effect when the thing's changing as well. It often makes there'll be things kind of flaying around, and the dog's head kind of opens, and the other dogs are like freaking out. I think it's again cool that the people there seem pretty smart. They get the flamethrowers and they're immediately trying to kill it. I think they successfully kill it. The problem is the dog had already interacted with one of them at some point and infected them, or basically killed them and taken over their body. So I can't remember the exact details, but I remember they lock up the older guy for some reason. Maybe he'd done something dodgy they didn't like. Anyway, and then later on they find out he's got this like alley. He's been building this machine like a spaceship, like as if he's going to escape the planet, or at least travel to other parts of the planet. I thought that was crazy. I find that kind of thing really interesting. Yeah, just this alien has taken over. It is now building stuff. It's really mysterious. And of course some of the monster moments are very cool when the guy, he's trying to bring you back to life, and then his hands go in and then the claws just and he's like loses his arms. It's terrible, but it's just funny. That's the kind of stuff that's just like really cool really confronting horror. It's just over the top, and then of course the head falls off, and then it's like a spider who walks out. Oh, it's insane. Just thinking, where has this alien been before? What is it imitating? What memories does it have? And of course, one of the best bits is when they've all been tied down, and he's taken blood samples of each, and he's got to test them, and there's a lot of suspense. I completely forgot what happens when. But yeah, one of them seemed more suspicious. He's like, I'll do you last. And I was like, yeah, it's going to be him. But anyway, he's doing each. Then he does another one. And then another one. This thing just takes off. And then the guy starts shaking like this monster. And then like, the other guys next to him like, untie us. You're tied up next to this monster that's just changing. It's just insane. And then just this big head thing that just bites on someone. I forget the exact details, but I was just the whole time was like, whoa. And I think it's more satisfying because there's so much suspense in between, which is not. It's not just nothing happening. You have a bit of character development. You're never sure when the next scare is coming. You're never sure, is this person the alien or not? And where is this movie going? Like, there's different paths it could go down. So when those big parts happen, it's all the more confronting and satisfying. Just the way it's done, I just think is really cool. I also think there's a part where their blood samples have been taken, and it's like they're trying to figure out who had the key, but it's cool that the alien was smart enough to sort of do that, to somehow, I forget what exactly it was, but it was like tampered with it to make it harder to try to figure out which one it was. I think that's what it was. I also just like the unique setting, a bit like Predator is set in the jungle, aliens are sort of set in space, or it's an isolated colony on some planet. Or abandoned colony. This one's set in, Antarctica, I think. I think maybe the novel's in somewhere Arctic. I'm not sure, but like a frozen location. They're isolated. There's no communication, or at least it's very delayed. So I feel like that's cool. That kind of makes it more focused as well. That there's something else that they can turn to. It's just them against this alien. I also like the characters are kind of smart. They get the flamethrowers, but I think there are some difficulties along the way. I can't remember, but they're narrowing down who it could be, the alien potentially. It's like they keep making progress, but keep losing. It's like the alien's always just a little far ahead. So they're always killing people, but then it's like, that's the thing. Near the end, Kurt Russell sees the black guy again. I guess I'm kind of spoiling it. And then he doesn't know if he's changed since last time. It's kind of like every time you see someone, in theory, you need to check again. Is it still them? I love the ending. I guess they're setting up all the bombs, and it kind of messes up. One of them gets killed by the other guy. I forget how it happens, but that was kind of creepy. I guess the other guy just turns up, and it's like, oh, God, he's acting weird, but he's been changed by the alien. And then, yeah, the alien just goes underneath. It comes out of this huge monster. And I love Kurt Russell's last line where he's like, yeah, fuck you too. Just throws the... He has nothing else to say. Like, it just feels like the alien's saying F you. He's like, yeah, F you too. Throws it. I like the end of the movie as well. I guess it's a bit ambiguous. Well, maybe ambiguous isn't quite the right word, but it's open-ended. It doesn't just tell you exactly what happens. But having Kurt Russell and the black guy, it's like, I guess we've been with Kurt Russell, so we know he's not infected. But maybe the black guy has been. We don't know. There's a good chance they're just going to freeze to death, especially after the fire runs out. But, you never know. They might find a way to escape or do something. I like to be hopeful that they survive somehow, but it's like, it doesn't matter. The movie's over. They survived the alien at least, or at least they gave it a run for its money. And of course the black guy at any time could turn into a monster and kill him. I forgot to mention, so at the start, after that dog comes, and they kind of, like, who are these people? They go back to track it, and they notice there's, like, people have been killed and stuff. And I think maybe that's where there's, like, a weird charred body and, like, it's like it's halfway through transforming or something like that. And I think they make some comments about looking at the DNA or the cells, that it's very weird. That's kind of cool. And then they go out and find the spaceship underground, that something's been dug out. then it seemed to escape. Something like that. I think that stuff's very cool. Very ominous as well, because we don't see all that stuff happen, but we can sort of try to piece things together to figure out what must have happened. But yeah, I think I'll leave it there. It's a 10 out of 10 for me. Just the best movie of its kind in terms of like a gory, kind of crazy, weird monster. Cool concept, unique location, all male characters, but you wouldn't notice that, but just it's at focusing. I like the characters generally. They have different personalities and flaws, but you don't hate them. Kurt Russell's likable, but not too much. He's not like some superhero. He's just like decent guy just trying to survive. He acts in his own self-interest. Some of the, because yeah, it's very tense. There's parts where I think he's just pointing the flamethrower at the others, and he just kind of takes over and says, "We're doing things my way, and I'm going to figure out who's the." I think he tests himself as well just to prove it to the others. But so that's kind of cool. But I guess in that situation, you need a leader, and he kind of just takes that position. But yeah, it's awesome. John Carpenter also made Halloween. I don't know why Wes Craven sometimes gets called the master of horror, like A Nightmare, the Nightmare or A Nightmare on Elm Street is good, but I don't think he's made many other good movies. John Carpenter, I think, has made more. The Fog, I think, is good. I haven't seen it in a while. There may be a few others, but anyway, I'll leave it there. Thanks for watching. Bye.